like clear from coast to coast. He doesn't stay in jump art for very long, doesn't have to worry about that one. Smash art or lingo have to stall a little bit more. Buster art is hit or miss depending on situation. Play it by ear. He's realizing just the little tells that Ranger provides when he's flashing colors and is changing up his game plan accordingly.
I like that he finally switches to speed art. Was able to get the fair and immediately went for the grab. Didn't get much else off of it, but you know what? He was able to get a little bit going. Hopefully he's changing up his playstyle a little bit now with whenever he uses the speed art for sure. But Jakal, still, he's a menace, man. He's going to get this damage real easily and put you in a bad situation.
Speed art can cover so much space. Again, going insanely deep, looking for yet another edge guard. I love the idea of it, but you can't always just hope that runoff forward air is going to connect, even despite the massive hitbox that is Shulk forward air. Jakal mixing himself up very well, even so close to the black zone.
And I love the parry right there from Jakal. Surviving once again is Ranger, though, already at 138%, you know. Not going to be able to use that Buster Art for too much longer to get any more damage, but now can utilize that speed art to hopefully get some sort of advantage state.
Yeah, the back hit of Nair will certainly do it. That time playing it very close, almost very far from the stage, trying to see what Jakal would do. Almost bait him to do a wolf flash, but I mean, Jakal not falling for it, taking what Ranger gives him until he flashed the other way. A mistake, but an uncharacteristic one, but a mistake nonetheless. And Ranger, let's see what you can do with this lead.
Yeah, very rare for, you know, somebody like Jakal to put himself in a position where he just gets punished, or he lets himself lose the stock. But up throw, interesting option. I mean,
yeah, corners are super big on this stage, and Wolf's back throw is not the most consistent at killing. Wants to get a little bit more damage.
Okay, what's the play? Down throw. Gonna send it back off stage, 198%. And utilizing that jump art to perfection, but you play a dangerous game by letting go of the ledge and just trying to be a little bit more flashy. That high recovery could have saved you, but did not save you in this scenario.
Yeah, lingering in Buster Art just a little bit too long. Gives him an extra, what looks like even 10% in damage. Oh, but he finds a forward air. Jakal saving his jump, but I mean, I love how Ranger has been playing so forward on the ledge. Like, he's looking for these stocks. Anytime Jakal gives him an inch, he's trying to take the miles that Shulk has in store and Buster Art for all that damage, and all it takes is one clip of the smash art, and suddenly Ranger has a huge lead, that potential to grow even further if he gets to use his Buster Art, but Jakal uses it against him.
And it goes with the fact that, you know, we're in a stage like Town and City, as you mentioned. I mean, this is one of the bigger stages in the game from a competitive standpoint, and yeah, with all this room to move around, with all the spacing you have, you know, like, I don't have to get too close to you. And, you know, with the lack of platforms as well, sometimes the platforms can benefit a character like Wolf, and sometimes they can go against him. Shulks love flat stages, and they also love high ceilings that protect them from being killed at this percent.
Yeah, the reduced knockback from Buster Art, he took a lot of damage, but he was able to survive even at 152, and the immediate shield art to get down, the jump art to reset neutral, the speed art to suddenly take advantage of it. These arts are flying, but every single one is doing exactly what Ranger draws it up as. Oh, but the air dodge early gets him into the blast zone a little bit too early, and now Jakal has a chance to put on some damage if Ranger doesn't let him off ledge.
But now you see it. Jakal's getting a little bit more on the pressure side. I have to start getting this damage. He's not going to approach me. He's going to start swinging, and he's going to start spacing his moves. So I have to start getting in his face more and more. Hopefully get some grabs in, try to get a little bit of a fair string going. But until then, Ranger's doing a phenomenal job spacing out his move. And now the fear factor of the smash art comes out and spacing the back air just enough to get it and take that game too.
It's insane because you saw the Wolf Flash come out from Jakal, an early recovery to avoid some of these edge guards that Ranger's been going for. But as soon as he saw that forward air, he panicked. He saw, he got flustered, maybe not flustered, but he knew that he needed to get off ledge immediately because not snapping the ledge is a bad recipe when you have a forward air that hits the ledge so routinely and so reliably. The roll came out, and Ranger covering that panic option so splendidly. We're getting right into game number 3 for who gets into winners finals. Ranger having a chance to repeat success with another win on Jakal in this winners semis. Going right to PS2, Jakal's comfort pick.
And That would be really huge to once again be able to put yourself on the map and take a set win over a player like Jakal that really just pushes your meta and moves and really gives you the, like a lot of attention. So Ranger, one of the very few Shulk players that probably exist in this world, and he's doing so well and just putting all that pressure. Not going to go for a better edge guard game, but you know what? Sometimes you got to play it safe. And now that down smash sends him off stage. Going to use the jump art though to make it back. All right.
And that fair to try and keep space. I like the I like the attempt of what Ranger was going for, but Jakal saw it and punished in kind with a massive amount of damage. The fair into Wolf Flash. Not going to kill. It didn't kill, but geez, look at the percent differences.
But now, here we go. We're seeing more grabs coming out from Ranger now, and it seems to be paying off. I mean, still going to get hit with that back air, but luckily it was the sour spot. Going to save him a little bit longer to jump art once again. Going to put him back on the stage. Now, using that Buster art to, give him a little bit of a chance to get more damage. And now speed art went off stage, had the right option, but Jakal was well prepared for it. Decides to jump right before he gets hit by it and recovers safely. Down throw should be...
It's fine. It's the only throw that he has forward that scales with knockback, but it's still not scaling that hard. At 178, looking for an F tilt. Oh, I thought another F tilt was incoming. Vincent goes for down tilt, looking to anti-air with up tilt, but missing the timing ever so slightly, and Jakal's able to get down with Nair just fine.
Oh, and he had the grab right there, but just missing out. And now the smash art. We've seen this so many times, but you're going to get hit with the fair. Ironically, it sent him up, but the way it sent him up was kind of funny to me.
I mean, you don't often see players lose their stock to Wolf Fair. It's what comes out. It's what comes after.
But here we go. I mean, 19%. Now going to switch off the speed art. No Monados to use. He just wants to make sure he is able to get that smash art back, and I love it from Jakal, forcing an option to be thrown out and getting some damage off it.
Yeah, that time Jakal trying to be a little bit aggressive. Ranger always primed to dash back, to jump back, trying to use that range to his advantage like always. And hey, it's working out pretty good thus far. The speed art getting him right by Jakal and some of these ground attempts. He needs a little bit more than some of the pokes he's been getting, but he's playing neutral just fine, and there's the opening, 43.
All right. I mean, pretty even so far. These two players are just like waiting for their chance to approach, waiting for a chance to strike, but none of them no one has really an edge. Like, it's really hard to figure out when to get in as they're both swinging for the fences.
Yeah, it's all these safe buttons, a lot of just really calculated spacing on both of their parts. Both Ranger and Jakal not trying to surrender too much space, but that time clean stuff on Jakal's part, reading the spot dodge after landing and finds a weak Nair into a down smash. Very nice stuff to get as much damage as possible. Force Ranger to eventually, as we got 3.5 minutes on the clock, eventually he will have to approach.
All right. And catching him slipping as he lands right in front of the ledge and hits him with the dash attack. And now smash art comes out, but Jakal's ready. He's not afraid now. He knows he can just attack.
And it's interesting to watch because he's, instead of trying to get any punishes out of parry, as we see in another ledge situation, Jakal is not looking to parry as many moves as before. He's instead looking for just out of shield punishes. And, caught the neutral get up, didn't get shield up in time to play that fierceful defense that Jakal has been utilizing since the game's release. I mean, 9% separate these players, that's nothing at all. We've got ourselves a hell of a game 3 that's starting to slip.
The Buster art finally coming through for Ranger when he needed it the most. 37 tacked on just from one little string, and all it took was one grab, and that's how it starts, But now Ranger on just trying to look for that opening. He's trying to either get that shield poke or just wait for Jakal to get a little bit too greedy and go for something that could cost him, but getting a jab lock, even with the shield art, Monado. Yeah,
ton of damage, but the shield Monado saves him from anything that could be super deadly. 69%, this is death percent if you get hit by the wrong art, wrong-handed smash art.
This is crucial right now. Ranger's looking really good, and you've been seeing that so much. Spacing out that back air, spacing out the nairs, not putting himself in a position where he can get punished too hard. And now Jakal doing a good job just playing it safely, but Still, Ranger did not give him a chance.
Yeah, didn't get a lot of motion off of the having the jump bar, and he got the read. You saw the dial come up. He wanted to get up and immediately go for something like a jump or a shield art to get out of there. But Jakal, when it comes down to it, he saw neutral get up after neutral get up go by, and he didn't punish him. He's kept his discipline, kept his space. But when it came down to the last interaction of the set, he read a neutral get up, blew him up for it, as you see a hug come out there from Stretch to Ranger. He was so close, and Ranger just visibly a little upset, but knows every time they play, he gets a little bit closer and a little bit closer to cracking his own ceiling.
Yeah, it's tough because you know you can do it. It's one of those situations where you already know that it's beatable. You've done it before. You've taken a game, and if you can take a game, you know deep in the back of your mind you can take a set. But Jakal, I mean, whether it's the plot armor or whether it's just that he's so good at catching his opponents, he moves on. But, I mean,